Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. You've got the Cousins Brothers, and we've got incredible UFO videos for you right now. Take a look at this. Coming out from the coast of Russia. What's going on here?
Нагоняет электрополей, друзья. Вот вам настоящие сущности, какие-то нейронные сети и всякая прочая лабуда, которая скрашивает досуг, рядом не стояла. Вот они, настоящие съемки иных, которые поднялись с низов океана, друзья.
All right, we're going to watch this video one more time before we get to the next crazy UFO videos just in. But what did this fisherman capture off the coast of Russia? He's startled and he manages to catch a selfie with the crazy UFO just right off the surface of the water there. What the heck is this? Multiple orbs just hovering right there, and he's doing a great job capturing himself with the UFO, giving testimony at the same time.
Yeah, Blake, crazy UFO video right here. Are these USOs? Did they just come from beneath the ocean surface? New videos just in. Watch this.
Okay, this is real time. I am in Flowery Branch, Georgia, about 45 minutes outside of Atlanta, and I just saw one of the orbs and it just completely disappeared. It flew overhead in the apartment and it was being followed by a helicopter, and you can hear and make out the helicopter, but you cannot make out what this orb is. It's just a bright orb and it slowly disappears as it flies away. I don't know if I got everything on video. I'm going to post a video here in a minute of this. Holy crap, y'all. It's real. Whatever's going on right now is completely real, because I'm just walking my dog. It's about, Jesus, like 10:30. This is wild, y'all. Holy crap.
All right, what just happened over the night skies of Atlanta, Georgia? Again, I like the way the people right now in today's world, they're actually reporting on the ground. News journalists on the scene, self-proclaimed news journalists, capturing the phenomenon. It's interesting. He said he saw these UFOs, and then all of a sudden, we have, it looks to be some kind of helicopter, military, police in nature, possibly following this orb in the sky. What the heck is going on over Atlanta right now?
Yeah, let's roll the video one more time. Again, he did describe this orb being chased by this helicopter, and then it just disappears. Let's roll the video one more time.
Guys, we want to get your thoughts. What the heck is going on over Georgia? Now, again, more UFO videos just in. Watch this. One, two, three, four, five, 6 illuminated orbs in the sky, broad daylight, maneuvering around. Wow, incredible stuff. Brent, do you have any information on this one?
Yeah, this just came into our Gmail. We're still trying to track down the location, but we are looking at the phenomenon, and we're seeing a display of lights over the electric lines over there off in the distance. Look at those. They're just hovering there. Are they collecting the energy off this electrical system here?
Yeah, it looks like it managed to capture some driver, and then they managed to pull to the side of the road and get this stable shot as the traffic passes by. And I'm sure a lot of other people were witnessing the same event and asking themselves, what the heck is going on? I like the illuminated orbs of light, multiple eyewitnesses. I'm pretty positive we're going to be receiving more emails from this region. And again, Brent, you bring up a great point. Are these harnessing energy from these electric power grids, this power line? Guys, we want to get your thoughts. Now, Avi Loeb just stated something incredible about an interstellar object. Listen to this.
Rather than just another comet. What exactly about the speed, the trajectory, the behavior leads you to consider this as a possibility?
Well, first, it's relatively bright for its distance, implying that if it's a solid object, it has to be 20 kilometers in diameter. That's twice as big as the giant asteroid that killed the dinosaurs 66 million years ago. And the previous objects we saw from interstellar space were only hundreds of meters in size. So there is just not enough rocky material in interstellar space to provide us with a 20-kilometer rock that appears once per decade. But more importantly, the trajectory is very unusual. It's aligned with the orbit of the Earth around the Sun, and the chance of that happening is 1 in 500. And then the timing of its arrival is very fine-tuned because it comes very close to Jupiter, to Mars, and to Venus. And the chance of that happening is 1 in 20,000. And moreover, it's moving in the opposite direction to the motion of the Earth around the Sun. And when it will come closest to the Sun, the Earth would be on the opposite side. So we won't be able to observe it. That's the point in time when it can do a maneuver with the aid of the Sun's gravity. And that will happen on October 29th. And I already heard from a fan that he is trading options against the volatility of the markets, the stock market, with an expiration date because of the October 29th, because if it's alien tech, that would change the future in a quite dramatic way. It will have a huge...
So many questions. So, if I have this correct, I believe you've proposed using a Richter scale before to assess such objects. A 0 means this is totally of natural origin. 10 means this is clearly engineered. Based on what we know about this object and what you're observing, what number would you give it now?
We don't have enough data. It depends how much weight you give to the unusual orbit. The trajectory is extremely rare and fine-tuned. And depending on that, how much you assign to that, you will give it a rank that is somewhere in the middle. It's difficult to assess at this time, but we will get, the good news is we'll get much more better data in the coming months. And the fun of doing science is that you can ask questions at first and then answer them with data. And we don't need to have an opinion, especially in a blind date like this one. All bets are off. This visitor came from interstellar space, and it's possible that it targeted the inner solar system for a technological reason.
From what?
It's interesting that Avi Loeb brings up the point that we could use this satellite orbiting Jupiter due to be decommissioned in the short future, but to repurpose it so it could line up with this comet coming in. I don't know. Avi states a lot of things. He thinks that this thing could be hostile in nature. He jumps to these conclusions that everything ET could be a threat to humanity. I don't know about you, but I think if they've come all this way, I don't think we have anything to worry about. They would have hit us and taken us out a long time ago. We've spoke to Avi Loeb many, many times right here at Third Phase of Moon. He told us about 4 years ago he'd have conclusive proof of UFOs via the Galileo project. We have yet to see that, but now he's back again claiming that this thing could be an alien craft. Guys, I want to get your thoughts on Avi's theories on this.
Yeah, like the rendezvous with this interstellar object sounds curious. I'm wondering if the science and the satellite could actually pick up speed and, intersect this incoming thing from out of our solar system. Interesting stuff, but I'm not sure if they're going to commission that. Let's see. Avi definitely, he's throwing things out there. We sure would like to know, is this something otherworldly or just another comet coming in? Because I'm sure this happens all the time. We're just now have the technology to capture these things.
Yeah, apparently this is the third time it's happened in human history, but like you say, Brent, it's probably happened multiple times, if not millions of times. We're just not aware of it until now with the technology that we have. Now, more news into third phase of moon. Guys, I want you to listen closely to this.
The main thing they want you to believe is the supernatural is not real. Their main interest is in convincing you that the supernatural is not real. Why has that been so important for 80 years? For you to convince me the supernatural is not real? Why do you care if I think the supernatural is real? And then you have to ask motive. Like, it's not a profit motive. Like, does it make them rich to deny that there's supernatural forces? No. What is that? And I don't know the answer, but the obvious answer is, well, because they sort of know they're working for supernatural forces, actually. But that they take physical form, that they're not just like some ethereal, they're not just shadows floating around, specters, fog, that they're physical. Like, they're as real as the arm of your chair. People are subject to the supernatural, so they do things that are not natural, like kill themselves. That's why we're the only species that kills itself, right? So when you kill yourself, whether slowly or all at once, you're being acted on by forces outside of you, spiritual forces, obviously. I'm just trying to apply logic here.
Wow. Tucker Carlson on the Sean Ryan show talking a lot about ghosts. And it's interesting, some of the thought process. I would disagree that humans are the only life forms that take their own lives. There's whales and dolphins that do the same. We don't know the reason why. Maybe they're hearing these sonic noises in the oceans that they can't stand it, and then they beach themselves. But I don't know. Pretty heavy topic. We spoke with Sean Ryan in Battle for Disclosure, a documentary that we released for free on Tubi right now. I suggest you guys take a look at it if you haven't seen it yet. Sean Ryan had a lot to say with regards to disclosure in itself, and he stated in the documentary that he thinks some of the stuff should be kept secret from us. But that being said, he still doesn't trust the government with all its secrets that it obtains. Brent, what do you make of this kind of fascinating interview on the Sean Ryan show with Tucker Carlson?
Yeah, like UFOs and the paranormal, they go hand in hand, and we're still looking for the truth on both ends. It's still out. None of us have solid proof of, ghosts being there, but I do believe there's something out there. The phenomenon is real. But I'm looking at a little bit of research here, and there really is no scientific evidence to support that whales are basically intentionally acting in a self-harmful way. It's still on the fence on that one, but let's just find out. And again, Tucker Carlson, he's just talking about the paranormal side. It's interesting.
Both controversial figures, no doubt about it, Sean Ryan and Tucker Carlson. And this recent one has kind of gone viral. People wanted to ask Third Phase of Moon, what was your thoughts on this interview? I haven't quite sat down to watch the entire thing. Maybe I'll make some time this weekend. But guys, I want to get your thoughts about what Tucker and the Sean Ryan show had to say with regards to the paranormal. Now, Ross Coulthart, he said something today that was quite interesting. Listen to this.
I do believe that the 2004 Tic Tac incident had Lockheed Martin at the helm. And it's interesting to see a congressman of the status of Representative Burleson, who of course is a member of the Transparency Oversight Committee, making these statements. I think we can all say, watch that space. I'm certainly interested to hear more. It's perhaps opportune also to point out that in their own corporate advertising, Lockheed Martin has indicated very recently that it has magical new technology in as yet unreleased aerospace prototypes. What is Lockheed Martin talking about? I think I know, but let's just wait and see. One of the risks for America is catastrophic disclosure. Maybe this is a good time for the President and the National Security Council, and indeed blue chip defence aerospace companies like Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, to seriously think about coming clean with the American public. It doesn't require the secrets of that technology to be disclosed, but the mere fact that they exist is something that I think cannot justifiably be withheld from the knowledge of the public any longer.
It's interesting what Russ has to say with regards to catastrophic disclosure. We've been making those statements for the past couple years, along with Dr. Stephen Greer in their recent documentaries, Battle for Disclosure and Asymmetric Disclosure. And the idea of catastrophic disclosure is an interesting theory. Basically, we have to take it in our hands. Military, people within law enforcement, go beyond the black budget programs, infiltrate it, expose it, and maybe doing it by force.
Yeah, it's interesting that we've been saying that the Tic Tac basically has been commissioned by Lockheed Martin, Skunk Works, and now finally News Nation and Ross has kind of made that statement as of just of late, which is it took News Nation a little while for them to catch up, but now they might be onto something, and it's cool. Ross is sending it out there. He's asking questions, and that's what it's all about. Again, what's going on with the cover-up and catastrophic disclosure? That was going to be the name of our last documentary, but Greer said, hey, let's just call it asymmetric. But it is all tied into the same genre of the hidden, unacknowledged programs that's being denied to us that could change history overnight.
Absolutely right. Now, we wanted to give a big shout out to everybody from around the world who gave us your condolences with regards to our beloved lost dog, Breakfast, the UFO dog. And we received thousands of emails and comments. And again, you know who you are, and we read them all. We appreciate you so much. We also wanted to give a shout out to Gio and Sandra from Germany. And we received an email earlier this morning. They wanted to wish us strength for our painful loss. We know animals also have souls, and we grieve with you. And Gio and Sandra said they were inspired to make a song about Breakfast and do some artwork with regards to Breakfast. And let me tell you, it's really interesting, the public and some of the condolences that come in. And I wanted to thank Colorful Cover Rock. The link will be below. Colorful Color Rock YouTube channel sent us their artwork. Sandra did the artwork. Gio composed and sang the song, and I guess they call it Breakfast, the UFO dog. So if you want to kick back and enjoy this kind of moment, a special moment with regards to Breakfast, listen up.
Came from stars, or so we'd say, with floppy ears and a tail that'd sway, a bark that echoed joy and cheer whenever breakfast was near. He chased the moon, he danced in rain, he healed our hearts, erased our pain. No leash could hold his spirit tight. He was pure love, a beam of light. Breakfast, the UFO dog, goes now beyond the cosmic fog. We think of you, your goofy grace, your wagging tail, your smiling face. You are a friend, the truest kind, forever etched in heart and mind. We'll never forget not one small thing, the joy, the laughs, the love you'd bring. he'd steal a sock, then strike a pose, sniff every flower like a rose. He knew our moods, he'd always stay a furry star to light our way. From morning walks to midnight zones, he filled our lives, lit up our rooms. Now he's gone where angels roam, but part of him still calls this home. So when the stars begin to shine, we'll search the skies for breakfast sign. A wagon tail among the stars, still guarding us from near and far. Breakfast, the UFO dog, goes now beyond the cosmic fog. We think of you, your goofy grace, your wagon tail, your smiling face. You were a friend, the truest kind, forever etched in heart and mind. We'll never forget not one small thing, the joy, the laughs, the love you'd bring. So fly, dear friend, through skies so